Hi guys, Rhonda without an H here with you again. Okay, today I want to show you just a fast, fun little project for fall. Oh my goodness. Fall is absolutely my favorite season of the year. I love the golds and reds and yellows and purples. Oh my goodness, the colors of fall are just amazing. And I just wanted to show you a fun little embellishment that you can add in your fall journals. Just some fun little fall leaves, okay? So, to get started, I used a deli sheet. This is 9 by 12. You could use like tracing paper. A finish paper is what I would recommend. But if you don't have that, you know, use what you've got. Watercolors and a stamp, a fall leaf stamp, whatever you have, and a clear acrylic spray to give them kind of a translucent look, just kind of a real pretty, anyway. And that is it. Okay, so let's get started here. I am just going to watercolor on this paper. And I won't show you all of that, but this is, honest and truthfully, this is just a cheap little set that I got in Michael's, I think. And I just have a can of water here, got a paintbrush, and you just decide how you want to do it. You can use watercolors, you can use paints, whatever you want to do. I think this time I'm going to spread it more around. The reason I am, when I said use any kind of paper you've got, that wouldn't actually be true if you are using, if you want to use the watercolors, because some papers are more porous and you could actually tear. That's why a tracing paper or a deli paper works nicely, because they have a bit of a coating on them. And so I can get this wet and it doesn't really hurt anything, and it gives it a crinkle effect, and that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm just going to just slap some colors on here. Do. And I want to do the whole thing. Let's see. Can you see my... I'm going to put those off camera, but you know what I'm doing, all right? I'm not changing, rinsing, anything like that. I'm just going for it. Just slapping watercolor, or this could be paint if you have paints and you'd prefer to do it that way. Anyway, we're just kind of playing with this. You get the idea. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. Let's do a little more of that. So in fall, I remember my mom and dad used to take us hunting. And I have to do a disclaimer here, because I don't think I ever remember my dad getting a deer. He just liked to go camping. So we just went and basically pretended to hunt, which really wasn't, and eat good food and camp out at night and, you know, tell stories and whatnot. So I have some pretty fun memories of that. And one time, Mom was going by a neighbor's house and they were raking up their leaves, beautiful fall leaves. And we didn't have big trees yet. We had just moved in fairly recently. And she was just saying, oh, I wish I had those leaves in my garden. Oh, that would be so amazing. So later that afternoon, what comes but a pickup load of these amazing leaves that they dumped in in our yard. It was fabulous, and I just went diving. Okay, so you can see it just takes a little bit of time. I am going to go ahead and dry this, and then I will be back. Okay, this is dried. I used my heat gun to speed up the process just a little bit. And now I thought what would be fun to do is to do a little bit of sprinkling of a darker color. So I am just getting a toothbrush. Everybody needs a toothbrush, right? For your art. Okay, so we're just gonna spritz on a little bit of color here and there. Okay, so you can just, you just play with it. Get whatever you want to do with your paper, and then you're going to stamp. So the next step would be to get your stamp. I'm using this leaf. It's an old Stampin' Up! Stamp that I had, and you can use whatever you like. And I will show you, here is a sheet that I have already done. Now see, this one I did in variegated colors. And when I got to this stage, then I scrunched my paper up, and then ironed the paper, which gave it this look, the real crinkly, and then I went ahead and stamped it. So this one I want to do differently, and I am going to, and I use an archival black ink for this part, okay? So I am just going to stamp away, not necessarily in order. And if you want to do a background page for this would also make it beautiful for journaling, to use the whole thing. Like, for instance, let me get that away. But to fold it in half and this be one of your pages. And so you would do it randomly to make it, to make the artwork fit for what you want there. So, okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and stamp all of those things for you. You get the idea. Now I'm going to get a clear acrylic spray, and you want to spray this outside or in a real well-ventilated room, and have a backdrop, a piece of old fabric or paper that can catch any overspray. And you're going to spray a nice clear coating, and I will be back. Okay, so I want to show you, this has been newly sprayed and it hasn't had a chance to completely dry, but you can see the translucence. It's really, this is going to be beautiful. And this shows you the difference in, this has not been sprayed yet. So you see the difference. Okay. And the last thing I want to show you guys, and I hope that you will just have fun, is just, I'm working on this travel notebook right now and turning it into a fall journal, or notebook actually. Look how pretty. Is that gorgeous? So this will add some amazing texture and just really spice up your fall journals. So Okay, I do want to show you just one more thing that you can do. I have a set of Crayola crayons that are, I don't know if they're water or oil based, but anyway, you can add more color. Like for instance, some of these are a little lighter, not as vibrant as I might want them. And so I can, by just doing something like this, when I've already sprayed it and it's really dry, you can see how that's going to bring out more color. So you can go ahead and do that with whatever you want. So if you want certain colors to really pop out, then that's a way that you can do that. And then I just also wanted to show you, now I have sprayed this sheet and you can see the shiny. It's just a very cool look. And if you wanted it even more translucent, you could spray the back and make sure it's completely dry, and then it will give that effect for you. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye now.